Well, good afternoon and welcome to the preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday. Pretty ordinary meeting this one. No jackpots anywhere. So preliminary opinion is not high for this meeting. Probably going to have a close look at the quartets, see if we can find something there at a price that might give us a bit of a go. Other than that, at this stage, don't like anything. So we'll have a close look again on Wednesday mid-afternoon and see if there's any fluctuations that interest us. We start race 1. Usual class 5 here. We've seen them all. Optimisation Star was a bit unlucky last start. It's played up. They changed its gear at the barrier and they let it start and missed the kick and then come flying home. Now that's the best way to ride this horse it needs to settle back off the speed, so give it a good chance in race 1. Hong Kong Fat winning advantage probably looked the best of the others. No Ties, Billion Gains, Marvel Plus. There's a few old ones in here, so finished up with 1 on top from 4, 3, 6, 10 and 12. We go to race 2. Not 1650 metre race. I think I found one here that might be a bit of value. At the moment it's around 8 or 10 to 1. That's probably rock bottom price for us to get involved, but give this a good chance. Number 3, King's Folks. Terrific piece of track work the other morning, breaking 22. Now, he's never done anything like that before. This horse has had a horrendous run with the barriers. It's drawn 10 or wider, I think about 8 of its last 9 runs. Finally drawn half pie Decent Marble. It's a front runner, so he might be able to get it across to the rails. There's a lot of these that'll go back, and he could end up with a soft lead here. At 8 or 10 to 1, as I say, it's probably rock bottom price. I thought it might have been a bit rougher than that, but we'll keep an eye on the market for this race. Fortune Bravo, Dickie Lou goes on, 51.5 kilos. It'll be up on the speed. Expectator, Strawn Barrier 1, but I don't know whether that's any great advantage to it because it doesn't have any early speed. So this is a horse that just continuously finds trouble, and he's having a bit of difficulty winning one. He's still a maiden after 15 starts. You Will Be Glorious and Peppermint are two good ones coming out of the trials. Both have trialled well. Peppermint's drawn nicely. It'll be running on over the top of them late. You might be giving them too much start. I've got 9 just on top from 3, chances to 6, then 8, 2 and 1 look best of the rest, with perhaps the 4. We go to race 3, small field. Not many chances here. I think the winner comes from 5, General Iron, 4, Sight Believer, 3, The Prince, and 6, Brilliant Proposal. Don't think anything else can win the race. I think there's no value and there's no point wasting any time with this sort of race. We go to race 4. Now this is the opening leg of the TT. As I say, no jackpot, so not that interested. There's a bit of speed in this race. Well Done's been working really well. Finally drawn a decent alley. Won't have to work too hard early to get to the front. The key is obviously Tomodachi. Now, last start it went hard in front. From barrier 2, it's probably going to hold the rail. If he takes the sit with Well Done and doesn't get involved in a speed battle with Tomodachi, then it's got a really good chance. If he goes with Tomodachi, then both of them will run in the shithouse, and the swoopers will get over the top of them. So your fate's going to be known in the first 400 metres here. Depends on whether he rides Well Done with a sit. Red Courage is drawn bad. It's another one that's going to go forward. So there's a good chance Tomodachi leads with Red Courage sitting outside, and he won't have any option but to take the sit with Well Done. And I'm hoping that's what happens because it's around 8 or 10 to 1 as well, and that's a fair price for it. Nobody But You, it'll be storming home late, and Happy Homing goes all right here. King Derby, if he can get it out of the gates for once, it might be a chance at a silly price. I've got, in a race that I don't really like, I've got Well Done just on top from Red Courage and Speedy Gonzalez. Then after that, Nobody But You, Happy Homing, King Derby and Tomodachi to a lesser extent. This horse rarely runs two good races in a row, so that's always the danger with it. We go to race 5, 2200 metre race. They don't run many of these. There's only two chances in my opinion. These two, every time they clash in these 2200s, they fill two of the spots. Super Strike's got a great record at this distance. Six times in the money out of the 10 goes, and the other times it's finished 4th or 5th. So from barrier 1's going to get a good run. Hey Posh, it's another one with terrific record this distance. So they look the two. Of the rest, Mr. Marfark was a terrific win last start after sitting 3 wide. It's up in class here, but drops down to 48.5 kilos, and that's a big plus. It goes in as a good chance. Spicy Siam, badly checked at the start, lost a heap of ground, then it got blocked in the straight. Run was much better than it looks on paper. Juan's Fortune, Backbench Blue, and Mazandaran easy ahead. Quite a tough race by virtue of the fact that the 2200 usually finds them out. There's always one goat that runs in the money in these. I've got 5 on top from 2, well ahead of 12, 6, 10, 1, 4 and 11. Race 6, Twin Turbo, good win last start. Drawn barrier 1, don't know whether that's a big plus. Doesn't possess the early speed like it used to when it was a bit younger. But if you can hold up a reasonable spot from the inside draw, it's the one to beat. Rising Power, Full of Fun, Plain Red Banner, look, the main 3 threats. Of the rest, probably if you're looking to load up for 3rd and 4th, 7, 11 and 6. 2 on top from 10, 12, 3, 7, 11 and 6. We go to race 7. Majestic Anthem sat 3 and 4 wide last time, but that's its go with this horse. It's actually done it the last 3 or 4 runs, sat out there. Mosse goes onto it. That's never a good sign from a bad draw. This could be sitting 3 and 4 wide again. Our only hope here is if he pushes on and goes to the front. Not a lot of speed in this race, so there's a good chance he can get it to the front. Grand Elite's been trialling well and looks a winning chance, as does Geronimo Meadow, which was a huge win last start. If he repeats that, probably go close to winning. Of the rest, Winning Mascot, Easy Success, Invictus, and Endorsing's an interesting one. Overseas Galloper having its first run here. Interesting that they put it in a 1650. They took it to the trials and went over 1700. Went to the front, and then he started easing it down from about the 300. Trackwork's been okay since. It might be one at a massive price that can go in. 1 on top from 2, 9, 12, 11, 7 and 8. Last race, doesn't appear to be that many winning chances here. Probably 5 winning chances. Lucky Day won well last start. It's got a bit of upside, this horse. It's up in grade, but with 49 kilos, must come into play. Silly Buddies, beaten odds on favourite last couple of runs. Finds a bit of trouble, this horse. It's a bit mad, needs blinkers, and they haven't put them on yet. Barrier 11, absolutely no favours for it. London Walk, it's another one that won really well. Trackwork's been terrific since the win, but it's drawn bad. Sharp Hunter's at least drawn a little bit better, and it's been around the place. And the other one that's drawn well is number 8, Master Cochin Wong. I think this is the dangerous horse. It's only had a few starts and probably got a bit more upside than most of these. Couple of these favourites have got a few lurks about them, so I'm probably quite happy to go around them. Might be an interesting race from a pick 4 quartet scenario with a bit of value here. I found a couple that I think got some silly chance to fill a hole at a big price. Settled on 10 on top, lucky day from 8, 9, chances to 5, 2, 1, 6 and 12. As I say, interesting card. There's a few horses here that go pretty well. We might be able to find a bit of value in the 6-up if we can. We'll have a close look at that because there might be a couple of skinny legs and we might catch a bit of value there. Failing that, if we don't think there's any value there, perhaps in the 2 quartets races 5 and 8. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Good luck if you play, and I'll be having a look at the weekend racing. There's a big jackpot in New Zealand, $1 million plus, so we'll be getting involved there. And I'll keep an eye out on anything else that we might find for the weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck to all of you.